I fell in love with this business model so much, and the parents fell in love with it so much. We outgrew the facility in 6 months.
Sports career is decided on a tryout when they're 8 years old.
Yeah.
Which makes no sense. Like, he could be nurtured into what could be a professional. He just needed an extra couple months, an extra year.
You're a month, 2 into the season, you lost every game, and you still got to show up and perform like we're going to win the game. When you know good and well that you're going to lose.
Oh, you always curse in front of children? I was like, oh, you always butting the fucking people's conversations? I said, well, that's cool. I said, that's my fucking kid. I said, listen, bro, you don't like what the fuck I'm saying. Get the fuck up and walk off.
I'm never going to disrespect your kid, but I'm going to get on him. Like, if I know if I can get more out of them, I'm gonna talk to him.
I done lost $10,000 diamond bracelet.
Oh no, that's not it on your wrist, huh?
No. I said, man, you don't need to wear that shit when you're going out in the club and all that bullshit. Hey, they sniping
somebody jacked you,
bro.
But what you guys are doing here is pretty amazing. Like, I was able to walk around and just kind of be nosy and see what y'all are up to, dog. Y'all are doing y'all.
I got hella problems. Don't need no shovel, handle dirt with choppers. You get your issues, try killing me. Eliminate all contenders, talk about ending me. Got Glocks and Drakes, them bullets sped out. Yeah, the mortician can't get the lead.
All right, we are back in the den. Officially a new year, a new season. We gonna have new guests, bigger episodes, crazier stories. Welcome back, everybody, and welcome Mr. Nate Frye, our guest.
Good to be here.
With Alpha and Omega. That's the company that y'all has started.
Correct.
And you want to give us a little background before we even get into things on what Alpha and Omega is and what's y'all goals and what y'all kind of are trying to accomplish?
Right. So we just moved into a new facility off of Grand Caillou Road, and it was a strategic shift in trying to get into a centralized location where our clients were. So we were more toward the Thibodeau area in our previous facilities, and then we kind of moved to the west side of Houma, like in the hub of West Side Houma, like where Martin Luther King and all is, on 311, like close to 311. And then we decided to move more toward the east side of Houma and to be smack dab in the middle between the kids on the west side and the kids coming from more so like down the Bayou area. So it's a perfect commute for everybody. We started it because we wanted to be a sports conglomerate. I don't think that's an official term. Honestly, if you look it up, it's probably nowhere in the dictionary or even Google or something like that. But I call it that because it is a conglomerate of sports under one roof. Typically, you'll have an organization that just caters to one thing or like a myriad of things within that same discipline. So I was talking to my guy right here about Extreme. Shout out to Justin Verdun. Awesome dude, awesome for the community. But he was talking about MMA, jiu-jitsu, boxing, all those things. So like Alpha Omega, with everything getting so expensive how it is, my goal was to try to find a way to get kids training and playing time and just an opportunity to learn whatever discipline they wanted for a cheaper price. And with the way things are going through the roof in terms of expenses, it's hard to do that, especially for our kids that play like are not so money sports like football and basketball. Baseball, that's a money sport. You see how much these baseball players are making. If you ask a parent who is in any travel baseball program, they're going to spit some numbers out at you on how much they spend a year on baseball. It's going to be staggering. It'll be nasty. Literally, it's nasty. That's a great word for it. So my goal was to create an organization where we train all year round, and whatever sports are not in season, they continue to train, but we filter the finances to the teams that are traveling and that are playing that are actually in season, and then that just continues to go throughout the whole year. So when they're out of season, somebody else is in season and they're getting more so the funds. But it's pretty much like one big family. The money is coming in from the training, but that training gets filtered to the coaches and the players that are training or that are playing for that specific season.
Okay, so that's what I was about to ask you too. Is it more like a volunteer type of situation on y'all end, or y'all actually getting paid to, like, in order to run this organization?
Right, yeah. So
make it happen?
I feel like, and we had a great discussion before this, man. If you're gonna get really good coaches, you gotta pay them. Yeah. Other you have to pay them because they're taking time away from their family.
Well, I feel like with that's with anything.
Right. Now, if you want to get anybody good in anything, you gotta pay them. So that was one of the things that just being in different jobs and stuff like that, man. I just realized I wanted to stick around more where I was getting paid at. That's no crazy, mind-blowing fact, you know what I'm saying? But the thing that gets them sticking around, too, is, like, obviously we're paying them, but also they get to a lot of these guys and girls, they get to do the thing that they love and impact the next generation.
And you get people who are passionate, but it's like now they have to split their time between another job and then coaching instead of being able to focus all the time towards coaching. So getting them paid at least makes it so they can dedicate themselves to doing it and not have to be so scattered.
I would assume too, this like kind of opens up like a new platform for kids that are maybe less fortunate to actually get some spotlight and like to be like, hey, we good at this sport, you know what I mean? Like, cause like sometimes they might not even get that chance or that opportunity to go and play for somewhere for somebody, you know?
Right. I do envision like from the decisions I'm making today, I'm hoping there's a kid that's gonna have like a 30 for 30 or like is gonna be on ESPN or something like that. And my heart is that like one day they could say, man, because of Alpha Omega, I'm here today. If because this program was accessible to me and my family, it gave me an opportunity to be able to get a college scholarship to play. This coach looked at me at this game, and then I got recruited or I got drafted because of Alpha Omega. That's kind of my goal. If that happens with one kid, I'm cool with that. That's kind of my goal.
That's a good goal to have.
Yeah.
Obviously, you want more kids, but
for
if
sure.
It's at least one, you know.
Yeah,
what I mean?
if it's
you know,
at
you did
least
something. You know, you impacted somebody's life.
Right, exactly. And look, not every kid is gonna go play professional ball, man. Like I think.
I think that's something that a lot of kids, if kids are watching this podcast, need to get humbled by quick. Yeah. Because, I remember being in grade school and every single. Yeah, I'm gonna play pro base. Yeah, I'm going to play college.
Everybody's
ball.
a professional.
Everybody's going to play college ball. Everybody yeah, we are. Like, what do you mean? Like,
and then you stop growing at 5'6". There goes all that work.
Right. 5'7". I don't know if you was throwing slice or something.
No, I wasn't. That's get a little personal story there.
No. Not me. My rheumatoid messed me up sports ball, so I never had a chance.
You would have been in the NBA if you didn't have that.
Man, stop.
Oh, no. I never had a chance.
He was about to fucking play sports.
I was a good sports player as a kid. I'm not saying I'm an athletic guy. Huh?
What'd you play?
I played everything. Why do you think have something for golf? I have some athleticism.
You played 2K online. You was playing Madden.
I was actually pretty good at basketball, baseball, all of that type of stuff. But, my rheumatoid that killed. As soon as I hit 9th grade, I had to quit football. I had to basically quit baseball, a bunch of different things. I had to quit baseball for other reasons, but we ain't get into that right now.
I got you.
Yeah, it was crazy though. So, but yeah.
Yeah, so my biggest thing too is like with the landscape of how travel sports are going too, if you're not good enough to play, you're just not getting on those teams. Alpha Omega seeks to service kids from their journey of Alpha, their beginning, to their Omega, and where they're and if that Omega is being on a professional team, that's cool. But like, dude, I want to say like 75 to 80% of kids we get, they go and try out for another team, don't make it, and they just kind of kick them to the curb. Whereas at Alpha Omega, we say, hey, come into Alpha Omega, we'll mentor you, we'll grow you, we'll guide you, and do like you wouldn't believe it. Like a year and a half from those events happening of them not making a team or just kind of like being shunned off for other programs, those certain programs come back and say, hey, we want you on our team now. Mm-hmm. And for me, like we have travel programs too, and I really and honestly don't care whether you go back and forth. Like I really don't care as long as the kids are getting opportunity, because you said it. These kids, Omega, or the end of their career, they're stopping probably in high school. Like they're not gonna.
Yeah, they're not going further.
They're not going further than that. So the goal for us trainers and coaches is to make this journey from the beginning of their journey to the end as fruitful as possible. To where maybe whenever they get older, they want to be a trainer, or if they have a kid, they have to coach their team as a recreation coach or something, that they can say, hey, I'm going to take what I learned in this short period of time and then try to apply it to
not even as a short period of time. Let's get it right. Like that's a quarter of your life.
That is true.
Right?
Yeah.
And
that's
so
true. Yeah.
let's just, and I'm not trying to take anything away from, kids that want to be professional sports players or anything. Mm-hmm. But if you're playing sports at a young age to that, you're learning different things in life.
What I was about to say, not even
discipline.
Even if you don't go pro or professional or whatever that you're going to do.
You're taking life skills away from
you're
it.
still learning. You're learning discipline. You're learning team.
How many guests have we had on here who have talked about that athletic mindset going into the professional world and how having that creates better people in the workforce? You get better workers because they know how to stay dedicated to something and build something,
I think the biggest, if I can take anything from sports, and I want y'all to tell me if y'all can something around the lines of what I'm saying. But I think the biggest thing that a kid or just me, for that fact, can take away from sports is working with individuals who you don't necessarily like, and coming together on a common goal. Like, even though like I hate your guts, like I can't stand you. I hate the way you smell when you come around me. When we get on the field and we get on the court, we still have to come together and be like, hey, I hate you, but we hate them more. So like, let's figure this out to beat them. And then after we get off the field or the court, we're good. We don't even have to talk to each other. But that's how it is at the workplace.
Yeah, but like a lot of those times though, I feel like those people hate each other, and a lot of reasons they hate each other is because they a lot alike.
Hey,
you know what I mean? No, that's
hey,
like 90% of the time.
Right now,
that's 90% of this. No, not being real. Like unless you just like a real asshole, and like this other guy just totally not like you, and y'all just completely opposites. I get it, but a lot of those times it's oh, this dude made this position or whatever, but I could have made this position too, and like they just a lot alike. You know what I mean? And that's that common alpha. That alpha mentality, you know, I gotta be better than, you know, whoever. Whatever.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think another one is related to business and like the work world, just life in general. I think we've all, if you've played a sport, we've all endured a season that just did not go great. And like you're a month, 2 into the season, you've lost every game, and you still got to show up and perform like we're gonna win the game. When you know good and well that you're gonna lose. Like, I feel like business-wise, as a business owner, there's been so many L's that I took, bro, that I had to just be like, all right, I'm going to get up in the morning and just try again. I'm going to swing again. You know what I mean? I see kids, man. I call it a microwave generation. They want everything instantly. Like, and I think our generation the younger generation is cooked because when they actually get on a job and they have to persevere through some things don't necessarily go well at work. And then they got to come home. They got a wife nagging. They got kids screaming at them. Like, I don't know necessarily how well this generation is going to translate to fatherhood and work life and stuff like that. Like, I think, like, between us, like, I think the age range in here is between, like, 30 and, like, 40-ish, and y'all fall in that age range.
Yeah, I'm 20. I'm 29. I turned 30 in, like, 2 or 3 months.
Right. I think we're okay. The generation after us is in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, like Gen Z, you were saying down.
Yeah. I guess I don't follow the Gen Z.
Well, no, I would agree. I mean, I would go around and I see a lot of these Gen Z parents that have kids already. That's either my age or even kids our age, man. That I say kids, but they adults now. But adults, you know, even my age or younger, they got kids that's running around the store screaming and all. Dude, was that my kid? Shut up, Tommy. Get your ass in. Like, quit running around the store. What are you doing, little boy? Well, you know what I mean? Some of these parents, I really want to be like, what the fuck are you doing? You got to tell your kids something and tell them to shut the fuck up, because, like, this is aggravating to everybody around us. Yeah. And, like, nothing against the kids. Yeah. They just wasn't properly raised.
But look how everything's changed. Like, before, I mean, yeah, I know shit happens, you know, back in the day also, but, like, I was just somewhere the other day, some people were telling us, like, oh, yeah, our daughter's pregnant. She's, like, just turned, like, 19 or whatever. I'm thinking, what in the fuck? Listen, at nowhere at 19 was I ready to be a fucking dad, okay? I was still partying and doing shit in college. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Yeah. Like, that's what happens. Then the parents of that person got to end up raising the kid. It's just a fucked up deal.
But it don't get it twisted either, though.
But everybody's excited now. They're like, oh, gender reveals. And I'm like, fuck. I'd be like... Fuck no.
Well, look, don't get it
fuck
twisted.
A gender reveal. Like, we're not.
Well, this conversation is making me think of Austin's kid. So Austin, in like a situation, if you want to tell that story, you could tell the story. I ain't gonna tell that story. But I'm gonna just say Austin's kids are some of the most well-mannered kids that I ever like seen around people, right? Like, yes, ma'am, no, man, yes, sir, no, sir. I never heard them even slightly say like a curse word or something.
But you know what that comes?
But Austin, you hear Austin, Austin will talk sometimes like this, like, if you don't realize, like, he'll curse in front of his kids. Yeah. Dude, they know better.
All right.
Teaches them.
So listen, I'm gonna tell you a story. No, I will tell the story.
That's how I figured.
Because this is funny, okay?
Go ahead.
So we did this race in Baton Rouge, okay?
Don't be as vulgar as you would.
What?
Don't be
no, I'm not getting into what I didn't even know. But anyway, we run this race on the levee. It was interesting. So, say the least. So we run the race, and we're finished, and rest of it was my brother, his wife, my kids. Well, one of my kids, my oldest, and my dad. My dad didn't run, but my mom ran. So we were all sitting there at the end. And when I finished, I went by them and.
Wait, you ran?
Oh yeah, bro. Listen,
Also,
hey, I got a race planned up, and look, we'll get into more of that because we got that.
We got something
we
that
got
we
a little
got
something going about that. Yeah. But anyway, so man, I finished the race, and it was it's a regular 5K. We've been doing some 5Ks here and there. So man, I finished, and I'm sweating my ass off, and I get to the, I'm sitting down, and this guy's like sitting randomly right by me. Like I'm talking about like closer than me and Nick are sitting right now, like just right on the side of me. I'm sitting here. My little girl's like doing something right here. My dad's right here. My mom, everybody's right here. I'm talking to my dad. Like I'm talking to my wife, talking to everybody in my family. Like this dude's just here. Like he's kind of engaging in conversation. He seems a little off a little bit, but he's just kind of engaging in conversation. He seemed like an okay guy at the time. Mm-hmm. So I'm just telling a story, being myself, and I was like, God damn, man. I said, "Ooh, boy, that race about killed me." I said, I done took the wrong route. I was in distance. Like, I didn't do bad time. I ran a good time, but I was in distance where there wasn't much people in between or behind. So I took it was running 11. I thought he had to go this way. Well, I ended up in this like little dead end area. Like shit. So I got to turn around. So I'm telling them, I'm like, fuck, man. I had to turn around and run the other fucking way. I said it just like that. Well, this dude looks at me and he says, "Oh, you always curse in front of children?" I guess he didn't know that was my kid. Right. I was like, "Oh, you always butting the fucking people's conversations?" And he was just like, I was like, "No." I was like, "Hold up, dude." I said, "You got kids?" "Oh, yeah, I got kids." I said, "Well, that's cool." I said, "That's my fucking kid." Oh, okay. I said, "No." I look at my dad and said, "Is this motherfucker punking me? What the fuck's going on? What are you talking?"
And he said they got hidden cameras around.
No, I was like, I said, "Listen, bro, you don't like what the fuck I'm saying? Get the fuck up and walk off." And that's exactly what he did. I was like, I'm not the one to fuck around with today. Like, I don't even understand. He butted into my conversation. Like, but my whole point is, listen, yeah, people might say, "Oh, that's not right," whatever. That's fine. But listen, it's all about how you teach your kids. Listen, my kids know not what to say. You know why? Because I instill that in them. I tell them, listen, if I say something, listen, I'm on the phone for business and all this other shit, and I'm saying different things. Now, listen, yeah, I'm not going crazy talking, but if I find an F-bomb or whatever, they know not to say that shit. I'm not gonna say crazy shit in front of them.
Well, you check that. You check that
but they know that. Listen, whenever my kids walk into a room and there's adults, I will always acknowledge. Mm-hmm. You know, tell Mr. Nate, hey. Tell Mr. Nick, hi. Tell Mr. Duncan, hey. Tell Mr. Brand, hi. I always will make my kids acknowledge.
Which is a good thing to do because all the kids, like even some of the guys that work for Austin, even make comments. We have some younger people sometimes that come through for our company. And like we in marketing, and some of the people are like creatives, and some of them, just aren't, people. They're not socially, not a social person.
People.
They're not people, right? But so they'll just come in the building and not tell nobody shit. Dude, just walk straight up the stairs, not say hello, good morning, nothing, just walk.
Well, no, I think that's important because it builds respect. I mean, listen, like I said, I tell my kids to look, they know, or if they'll tell if they'll answer somebody, like say, for instance, Dunk, if you tell my little girl something like, "Oh, hey," and then she'll respond like, "Yeah." "Oh, yes, sir." I'll always make them.
Will you be surprised how important that is? And we don't see it as much in Louisiana because it's kind of standard down here. But so when I lived in L.A., every adult I met, my mom was just talking with me about this the other day, they always would talk to her about, like, you have the most respectful kid. You have the most polite kid. How'd you teach them to talk like this? It was literally just, yes, sir, no, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. And they had never heard anything like that. Because out there, they don't teach that. Here, it's standard. But if you take a kid from here who's raised like your kids and you bring them out there, they'll think this was the most properly raised kid they've ever met in their life. And they won't believe the respect.
So, the thing is, some people, I find they want to be their kid's friend too much. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And look, that's cool and all. I get to certain aspects, but listen, I'll say it. I'm not my kid's friend. I'm their parent. I mean, that might sound harsh in ways.
Yeah, no, he's their friend too.
No. It's different. It's different. Yeah. No. Listen, people want to be buddy, and like, oh, wait, no. I'll be buddy, and we'll clown around and do stuff.
But he's ready to whip their ass.
Listen, if they fuck up, they know I'm whipping that ass. Right. Like that. That's just straight up.
I believe in ass whoopings.
No, and you listen, that's
Straight
why
up.
I did the whole thing with the farm stand and all this stuff to show them how to make money. Listen, there's one thing my kids will never realize. Listen, my kids don't make no money. I make money. That's simple facts.
Avery's doing all right.
No, I mean, yeah, now that's kind of crazy. Yeah, the egg business is kind of good, but
She
but no,
rolling
but I
in the
mean,
egg
that's-
business.
That's
She
how
buying
it goes.
Gucci bag.
So that makes me think, and I want to get your opinion on this, bringing it back to kind of the sports realm. So like we were talking about, I coached 8th grade football for a little bit, and one of the problems we had, especially with this newer generation, is like discipline issues. And part of it is that new way they're being raised, but then also part of it is the schools kind of cutting back on this. It was hard to discipline kids when they were acting out or they weren't being good teammates, because it used to be, a kid's causing problems, you'd be like, all right, go run a lap, something like that. But even that's starting to be in some of the schools like, no, you can't do that. You can't use physical, training as punishment. And it's like, this is sports. It's the one place you could do something that's good for them.
Oh, they telling them not
but
to?
then they're saying not to. So do you run into that kind of problem? And yeah, they're telling them not to now.
Well, like push-ups, like hit some push-ups?
Yeah, hit some push-ups, run a lap, do 10 burpees, things like that.
So I don't necessarily run into that problem too much. Man, God bless, bro. I have such a good support backing from all the parents that come to Alpha Omega, dude. Like, they're like, when they're here with you, they're your kid. They're not mine. And dude, you don't know how much of a blessing that is, because as a coach and a trainer who I'm trying to get a kid to understand a technique or a concept, I don't want to have to like try to bridle or have to try to step on eggshells trying to teach your kid when you're standing right there. And it's like, I'm never going to disrespect your kid, but I'm going to get on them. Like, if I know if I can get more out of them, I'm going to talk to them.
The
like,
parents watch y'all?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. I don't like closed sessions, because I need the parents to know what we're working on in these trainings, because when it comes down game time, if your player is not performing the way they should, then you know what we're doing here. I don't know what y'all are doing at home, so it's most likely they're not reinforcing what you're doing at home.
Right.
So it's kind of like an accountability factor, player, coach, parent type situation.
And not to get too dark, but it's kind of safer for the coaches, too, to have some parents
Oh,
there.
absolutely.
When I would coach jiu-jitsu kids classes, I told the coach, I was like, unless there's a parent up there, I'm not coaching. I was like, I will not teach just me in the room with these kids. I want at least 1 or 2 parents there.
Right. That's
just
that's
for
hard.
everybody.
Well, it's crazy. I mean,
know?
like, I took karate whenever I was younger, and like we never ran into like that. I mean, at least not that I was aware of, of that concern, but like it was a mixed class of parents, adults, kids, everybody. So, I mean, I guess
It's a good
that's
practice to have. Just
yeah,
in
no,
general.
for sure. I don't disagree.
Yeah.
But and speaking on that though, with the parent situation too, do y'all like instill some things like etiquette in parents, like, hey, this is how you should act during a game. Don't be calling out at your son on the field or on the court wherever they may be playing. Or
So I
know that's a tough one. I know.
But that's a great question, bro. So I'm gonna say this: I worry about everything inside the 4 lines. I'm gonna say that. And so Alpha Omega runs leagues as well. So we have so many kids coming into our program that we don't just have enough to make teams. We can make our whole entire league, like for us to have multiple teams. So our more advanced, I guess, more developed program is our basketball program, and we do have some parents that get into it. But I would rather that, because when they move out of Alpha Omega, or I call it their training grounds or whatever, and they go play for their school, you're gonna have that times 100. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you can either tune in and listen to what your parent is saying in the stands, or you can tune in and listen to what your coach is saying. You can't listen to both.
That's what I'm saying.
You
Yeah.
cannot listen to both. So I use that as training. And look, because it's outside of 4 lines, I technically can't go and say, hey, you can't talk to your kid. I'm not about to do that.
Right.
I'm not saying that. If you want to tell your kid one in 100 and million things, that's fine. It just better be in line with the coach is saying, or you're going to be conflicting. Your kid's going to be trying to do 2 different things.
But that's what I was kind of meaning. Like, y'all can say it in a nice way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, hey, like, remember, like, whenever, like, if you notice it or see them, like, because, like, if you're at the games too or something,
Right.
like, hey, remember, like, this is what we taught them in practice. I heard you saying something else. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
You
can
gotta
we
be
be on it?
careful
Let's
with
be on
getting
the same.
testy with parents.
Well, that's
Like,
what I mean. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Oh yeah, well, especially with these sports kids, dude. Trust me, I hadn't seen it all. I used to be a ref back in my hometown. Right after whenever I was actually in college, I refed freaking little league baseball, and you could swear that they were all MLB players, and they had money on the line, thousands of dollars. boy, people were ready to throw hands. I laughed. I was fine. I was the guy. I was laughing behind the plate.
What you did?
You're
out.
Yeah,
You threw him out the park.
I wouldn't be like, I wouldn't do none of that. I wouldn't be like, are you out of here? I would just walk up and be like, hey, if you say something else, you gotta get the fuck out of here. And that's it. Like I would just walk.
That's
up
it. That's it.
Yeah, I wouldn't make a big deal or nothing. And then they would chill out. People were usually like,
But that was as a ref, huh?
yeah.
Yeah, so you can say that stuff. That's the fun part about being a ref.
Well,
If you're
yeah.
a coach and you get in a fight with the parents or an argument with the parents, you risk them just pulling the kid.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I will say this. So Alpha Omega, I don't know if you guys. So I'm a Christian guy. My dad was a pastor. Well, still is a pastor, but they do more marriage ministry and stuff now. So I went to a Christian school, grew up in church and stuff like that. And Alpha Omega is based off of a scripture in the Bible that's Alpha Omega, chapter 22, verse 13. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the first and the last, beginning and the end. So we do have a more conservative parent and player base. And one of the things that we honestly don't do, like I just like you can raise your voice and stuff, but just don't curse at the kids, cause, bruh, like some parents get very, especially my organization, get very offended. I was, oh my gosh, Clutching Pearls, like he cursed and stuff. But like, so I try to keep, when it's an Alpha Omega league, I try to keep that part to a minimum. But when we start saying, hey, we're gonna go travel and play on this circuit again in Lafayette or Baton Rouge or in Texas, like
It's hard to control.
you can't control it. You're not about to go and tell the other team's parents to stop
They
cursing.
gonna look at you and just
They gonna be like, bro, get out my face, man. They gonna literally tell me what they told you. Right, what you told the guy. So it's like, I want to shelter him from it, but at the same time, just understanding, like, man, when we get outside of these four walls of our training, like, it's the real world, man.
Yeah.
You gonna see that. You're gonna see that. So it's cool though. It's trying to understand or have a balance between running my organization the way I want to and protecting, the type of parents and players that I have versus still preparing them for what their next step is.
So are you the sole like creator of this organization?
Yes, it was actually a school project.
Really?
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, it was.
That's what from like high school or college?
From college. So it was my
College?
final project for HPHP program. HPHP stands for Human Performance and Health Promotion. And thank God, dude, they started the program a year before I got there. So it was a new program.
Where you graduated from?
UNO. I played basketball there for 4 years.
Oh shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I finished there in 2017. We played his school, University of Hawaii, my freshman year. I spent my first Thanksgiving while he was there. Didn't see him, obviously, but
Yeah,
I might have seen you.
No,
Probably in the crowd.
y'all might have. Y'all might have been like, one might have been eating at one little spot and y'all might walk by or
yeah,
something.
probably
I was
so.
probably in the stands for it, so I saw him there.
Yeah.
Oh, you would go to the games and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, and I mean we lost, but it was.
Did you actually play?
I did.
Oh, that was
play.
your freshman year though.
If Nick would have been there, y'all wouldn't have seen him. He'd have been surfing or trying to surf.
Hey man, I ain't gonna lie, dude. So I tried surfing.
Surfing is hard,
bro. Surfing is freaking hard,
dude.
bro.
It's
oh my gosh, man.
I'll be straight up honest, and I like to brag a lot. I do like to brag a lot.
really?
Never.
Surfing, I have mastered every board. You can't give me a board that I can't ride, that I can't do something on.
Snowboarding too.
Oh, I'm snowboarding my best board. What?
What's harder, skiing or snowboarding?
Skiing is harder to
He's
master.
the first person I've ever.
Skiing is harder to master. Skiing is easier to learn, harder to master. Snowboarding is harder to learn,
See, I
easier to
disagree.
master.
Uh-huh.
I can when I was young, I started off on skis.
Okay.
And I can ski.
Nah,
I haven't skied in
look.
years, but I guarantee I can get on skis and
The
ski.
the
I just always hear
fastest
skiing is
I
hard.
clock.
I used to wakeboard, so I could probably pick up snowboard. And it's not hard.
Wakeboard,
but-
yeah. But like the
So-
fastest, the only difference between it is you're not getting pulled. You have to you got to dive down in it. So like, look, I'll be honest. I hurt myself bad. I separated this shoulder my first year going.
Oh dang.
Or it was either my first or second year going, I believe. I rode a black for my first time, a black diamond, and it was rough. That was my first one, and I was going probably like at least 40 miles at this time. But the fastest I clocked myself on a board was 60 miles an hour, 62. Yeah, that was the fastest, and I was
didn't
scared.
realize
Dude, I
you
was,
get that fast
Oh,
on the
I didn't
snowboard.
I
bro.
guess so, dude. It was so scary too. Like,
How do you slow down?
oh, you gotta.
It's like a power slide.
Oh, you gotta.
Yeah, you gotta take.
Yeah,
wide.
I mean, there's ways, but like if whenever you're going that fast, you don't just turn out.
Oh,
and
no.
You don't just,
Something's gonna break.
yeah, or no, are you flipping? Are you turn? Yeah, so like when
Oh,
you gotta like
dang.
wait till you like start to get to like a kind of a steadier slope.
Mm-hmm.
That way you can start maneuvering get left and right.
I never
Cause
realized you can go that fast.
oh yeah,
Yeah, I've been
dude.
snowboarding, but I never did any like that.
Oh
fast.
yeah, but
I
like
never went
my favorite
that
type of
hard at it.
snowboarding though is like whenever we start going through trails, like let's start diving trees and stuff. But I did have one scary incident where I probably almost died. So I was riding without a helmet, which is the stupidest thing you can do. Don't snowboard without a helmet. That's one thing that I can tell everybody. I don't care how good you are, how badass you think you are. You don't know what's underneath that snow, and you don't know what's going on. So
Right.
look, this was like my 3rd year out. I'm good. I'm riding blacks. I'm thinking I'm the shit. Whatever. I always wore a helmet before this, but I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna wear my my beanie.
Right.
Just gonna wear my beanie and rock some earbuds.
And that looks cool, right? Because all the
Yeah, you just-
professionals do that.
rocking beanie, whatever. Dude, I decided to take a trail, go through some trees that like some skiers or something had made. So like I'm in some deep powder too. I hit a tree the wrong way. My board like slipped and it hit the tree and I flipped and I caught and like I wrapped around a tree.
Oh,
And then whenever I wrapped and I got up, my board was only on one foot. And then I looked up and literally not even like that far away from my face, a huge rock and it was pointy. And I was just like, I finished that ride and I went get a helmet. No, straight up, I finished that ride and went get a helmet. I was like, it ain't worth it, dude.
yeah,
It ain't.
no, that was your life, bro.
Yeah, no. But no, snowboarding, that's like probably my best board. Wakeboarding, love wakeboarding. Skateboarding, I don't skateboard just because I get hurt too much skateboarding.
Yeah.
And wakeboarding, everything. Hydroslide. I love to hydroslide on the boat.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So
Anything with a board.
I tried, like when I was in Hawaii, I tried, but this was my freshman year. So like fast forward to my senior year, I needed a final project to finish off. My grades were like pretty decent. That's one thing I will say. My grades were pretty decent. And then I told myself like, okay, for this final project, I'd done so many projects up until this point. So I'm like, I want to make this one meaningful. I don't want it to just be another project that I can do to just pass. So I started thinking about what I wanted to do after after I finished college, what I wanted to do to maybe impact my community, because by this time I've almost completed 4 years of college, and my athletic experience was nothing short of anything I can ever imagine. Like being able to travel to different cities, different climates, playing in front of different crowds and stuff. And it's like, okay, I had this opportunity because just my dad was a coach and I was able to train in the gym whenever I wanted. Kids don't have that opportunity. Their dad's not a coach. They don't have access to anything. So I was like, okay, what if I can bring this experience back home? And it took me some time to get to where I am now. Like this was in 2017. We opened up the Alpha Omega Sports, that's what's called Alpha Omega Sports Club, 5 months ago. 4 or 5 months ago. So it's been some time.
So this is like a 8-year journey now or a 9-year journey now?
Yeah, so we've only done basketball up until this time, but what my project was on the multi-sport model and how to reduce the cost and then get players from college to come back home and train and coach their sport that they like to play. So we got a bunch of guys and girls from Nichols that are either currently playing or just finished playing. D1 athletes too, so we pay them well and they get to come in and coach their sport and have fun with it and still be around the game.
So how is the what's the biggest struggle y'all facing right now, making it multi-sport rather than just focusing on basketball, and especially now that y'all opened up a facility too?
So
I mean, that's a lot of
just getting the word out and people understanding like who we are and what we do. It's hard to branch away from us, just for people knowing like you guys are just a basketball organization, because I was a decent basketball player. Like I played professionally too. I played overseas for some times, and when people see Alpha Omega and they see Nate Frye, they automatically assume basketball, right? And then breaking into some of the fields, like if we were to get into MMA and jiu-jitsu, I would have to compete with Extreme, but people know that brand very, very well. People know Justin Vernon. People know that name.
Right.
Getting into baseball is tough too, because you got these big facilities that have been around for ages. You got kids whose brothers and sisters have been through those, and now they're in college and have kids now. So that's all they know. So it's just being a new face on the block, being the new kid on the block when it comes down to sports. And my hope is that I grab whatever kids I can based on either other organizations not wanting them or them potentially being good enough for those organizations but not being able to afford it.
I'll tell you what I appreciate about that, because I do have a problem with the travel ball kind of system, especially having been a high school football coach. You see these kids who get to high school and you could tell they've got the athletic talent or something like that, and it just hasn't been nurtured. And then you do a little digging, you find out about their history, and it's like, oh, they played when they were younger, but they didn't make the travel team. And you find out these kids who just at the time, or maybe too young, too immature, didn't have what it takes to make at that time, and now their whole sports career is decided on a tryout when they're 8 years old.
Yeah.
Which makes no sense. Like, maybe the kid hasn't gone through his growth spurt yet, or he just did, and his body's still awkward. And it's like, if he has another opportunity, like a facility like yours, where he can still go and get that training and just doesn't have to give it up because it's something that happened when he was 8, he could be nurtured into what could be a professional. He just needed an extra couple months, an extra year to settle into his size or something like that. And this gives that opportunity.
Right, exactly.
Where you play ball overseas?
I played in Canada and I played in South America. I was there spent 2 years overseas, and I was in Canada and South America. More specifically in Canada, Niagara.
You would know, so you probably never ran into Siobhan. You know Siobhan?
So me and Siobhan play on the same adult league team. I know him very, very well. We played in Grand Isle this past
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. That's why as soon as he said that, I was like, sports overseas. I was like, play basketball. I was like, well, you gotta know Siobhan.
So me and Siobhan was about to win a championship in Grand Isle for an adult league event. I tore my Achilles, and then the other guy, his name was Jared LaFont, he tore like every ligament in his knee in the same game. We were 4-0 up until that point.
Oh.
And then Siobhan just tried to, he had to try to do it himself, and then we lost every game after that. So
But he told that story. I remember that now, but I didn't realize that's who he was talking about.
Oh, y'all spoke with Siobhan?
Yeah, Siobhan came on the podcast.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he told us a story about how
how long ago that was?
Bro, this was back in like April or May.
Oh, no, he didn't know. It wouldn't have been. No, then we didn't hear that story.
No, yeah.
When did he? Yes.
Yeah, actually.
Because when he came on, it was.
He was talking about when he won the championship overseas.
I know, but
Short of the championship overseas.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Which one was Siobhan?
You wasn't here.
I wasn't here.
You wasn't.
No, you weren't here yet.
You wasn't around.
Yeah, this happened recently because I had surgery on my Achilles like a few months, like probably 5 or 6 months ago. But yeah, this happened in like May. But the crazy part about that was I tore this Achilles as I was opening the facility that I was in prior to this one. So the facility that I was in was about 6,000 square feet. I fell in love with this business model so much, and the parents fell in love with it so much, we outgrew the facility in 6 months. We outgrew it in 6 months and then moved to the one we're in right now.
How big is the one y'all in now?
Yeah.
25,000 square feet.
What do y'all have at the facility specifically, like courts and equipments wise?
Yeah, so we have a full-length basketball court. We have 3 hoops in there, and then we have, in that area for basketball and volleyball is 7,500 square feet. And then
This is indoor?
This is indoor.
And this is in Houma?
Yeah, it's off of Grand Caillou. And we just got there, so I'm still working on marketing. Might need to talk to you guys.
I don't even, honestly, I didn't even know where that was.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think of. Like,
what's the nearest landmark right there?
Grand Caillou Middle. So if you know
yeah. Oh, shit, y'all, yeah.
Yeah, so if you're looking at Grand Caillou Middle and you turn around, we're right across the street. So
I did not know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, we literally just moved there. So in the middle area, so it's sectioned off into 3 areas. Basketball and volleyball is in one area, which is 7,500 square feet. And then in the middle area, that's where like all our turf-related sports go. So anything turf-related is in there. So that's your football, softball, baseball, soccer. That portion is 11,000 square feet, obviously because they need the space. And
Which I got like a 50-yard field? Or y'all don't even...
right at 40 yards. So
40
they can do a 40 yard. They can do a 40-yard dash in there. And then on the other side, we had so much space. I literally wanted to bless somebody. So we have Kyron Lacey's father on the other side doing some basketball training as well. So
hell yeah.
So we got some good guys in there. We got some great trainers. So it's just
you definitely need to get with me because I would definitely like to help y'all out
for sure. Yeah.
Because I know a couple people that I would like to compete with in that space anyway.
For sure.
I know some people.
Say less.
Yeah, for sure.
I know.
dude.
I'm not even joking right now.
Yeah, no.
So if I can put a dent in somebody else and help somebody else out, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
I'm all
absolutely.
about it.
Yeah, man. Like I think it's a great business model. Like I said, we pay our trainers. If anybody's looking to train, we pay $30 an hour. So we take care of them. We do a lot of stuff with sports, bro. So like, I just came out with a age verification system for youth tournaments. A lot of platforms and a lot of tournaments and leagues don't have an age verification system, and basically you're relying on the word of the coach.
Yeah, I was about to say, how do you got to explain that? How do you verify the age of a 10-year-old?
So basically, without getting it all into like the background, like coding and stuff of it, just surface level, parent submits documentation, their name, email, kid's name, and then you have to send us 3 documentations. I need your report card, your birth certificate, and a headshot.
Okay, so birth certificate basically.
Right. That information gets either denied, approved, or need more info status, and then it gets sent to a database that is accessible to every tournament director that hosts a tournament. So if I'm coming to your tournament and I'm walking up with my kid, they scan the QR code on their True Age ID. That's what's called True Age by Alpha Omega. It pops up the kid's name. Now the birth certificate is not on because that's illegal. That's against COPA laws.
Right. No.
And
Yeah.
you can't share it, so that can't be. But if everything matches up, they get that's the first layer of verification. And once they get into the gyms, that was another problem that we ran into. With most age verification systems, they get verified at the door, but then because there's so many fields and courts and stuff, that some coaches with multiple teams will send a kid from the 5th grade team to go play down with the 4th grade team. But there's no verification system past the front gate. So we have an additional layer of verification with the referees that we do there.
So now you don't got 10-year-old Timmy walking out with a full beard.
Exactly. It was a space that I wanted to get into because I had teams that went and played out on the circuit that we weren't ready for, but I know for a fact that we were playing against teams where kids were way too old. And I was always told, if you're not going to be a part if you're going to complain about the problem, find a solution. So.
Yeah, y'all made an app?
It's not an app yet. It is a string of multiple platforms put together to create an age verification platform. That if it works, I will invest the money into an app. So
That's something that you could talk to us about too.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Develop an app.
Yeah, so I used to be I used to work for a government agency. And basically, you know how like when you're building something, you need a permit. I would go and meet with like the city of Baton Rouge and help them with their fleet management software. I would go to like different parts of Texas where they were moving away from paper and moving toward online permitting and stuff like that.
Yeah, you mentioned something earlier. So you do a little bit of coding and stuff too?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. Now I was more of the front facing, like, cause I can talk to people. They didn't need me to code. I had very little knowledge of it. They had some like fire people there, like they can literally do anything. You want them to do. So I wasn't that deep yet, but I knew enough about it of what I was looking at to know if there was like a break in the system or something. I can be like, hey, dude's name was Jerry. Hey, Jerry, probably need to take a look at this. But I was more like user interface. So the old permit tech ladies that didn't want to use computers, I had to literally go and like cozy up to them, be like, hey, this software is really, really good. It makes your life easier. Like, but I had a lot of pushback with that because you know how that goes.
Oh, yeah.
So, but yeah, that's kind of my
learn
background.
that.
That's my background. And then I integrate that into Alpha Omega with my trainers. So every time a kid books a trainer, you get a notification to your phone, the parent gets a notification, and I get a notification. So everybody's kept in the loop. If a cancellation happens, it hits all 3 of us. If a reschedule happens, it hits all 3 of us. So I'm really big into tech, but I love using tech to run my business efficiently. That's kind of my thing.
That's the way to go.
Yeah.
What would be like, I would say like 3 main things that y'all try to instill into every kid that goes through your program?
That's a great question. There's no substitute for hard work. There's always somebody working harder than you, so you got to keep going, and the journey of learning never ends. Kobe Bryant said it best, that the Mamba mentality, everybody knows about the Mamba mentality. You just always constantly learning, man.
You see, I say the same thing, but I just say, man, more schoolwork. got more schoolwork to do. But like, I mean, think about it. I mean, you constantly learn. Look at it. We getting into a little something extra right now. I mean, look, we always doing research and, You know what I mean? So I mean, we learning about new things every day, honestly. So
Yeah, and
no matter what you do, honestly.
right. And if I could say anything, one for sure, I am so grateful that you guys had me here. But what you guys are doing here is pretty amazing. Like I was able to walk around and just kind of be nosy and see what y'all are up to, dog. Y'all are doing y'all thing over here. Bro.
Appreciate it.
Like y'all are. I know y'all have like a lot of goals and stuff like that, and I probably don't have to motivate you or anything like. But y'all are doing y'all thing over here, man. So keep it up.
Did anybody get like a chance to like bring you around?
Yeah, we'll show.
Yeah, I got some cool stuff. Bro.
Buy your fantasy factory.
You got,
Yeah,
you got
man,
to
this
go
is
some
like-
golf balls or something, huh?
Man, y'all got your own like little club over here, bro. Like it's so cool. It's like mixing like y'all getting y'all stuff done business wise, but y'all mixing with a little bit of pleasure and stuff. And that's how you keep business fun.
Well,
Like,
no,
you got-
man, and I mean, I love how Trump just he just made that new law, whatever, where you can write off things like for wellness and stuff. And I mean,
Yeah.
that's ended up being big for us. But
Yeah, because y'all did y'all know that before y'all
No.
put that's
I
crazy.
was already gonna do it. I was already gonna write it off some type of way.
Nick trying to write off everything.
All right, off this parade by the end
Oh,
of
yeah.
it.
Hey, you got to, man. You got to.
But it ended up working out though, because I mean, you saw we got the sauna, the steam, we got the ice bath, the gym,
Mhm.
golf. So I mean, we like to have fun.
Yeah, no, that's how you keep coming to work, not a drag. You know what I mean? And y'all are cool people to talk to, so I don't probably there's never a boring moment in here.
No, it gets it gets kind of interesting. Yeah, shit. 2026 started off with a pretty big bang. So
Yeah,
it's,
for all of
Yeah,
them.
it's
honestly.
2026 is going hard so far.
Yeah.
It's good though.
I mean, we
It's good
only
shit.
6 days in?
Yeah.
He said 60.
I done lost $10,000 diamond bracelet.
Oh no, that's not
Yeah.
it on
No,
your wrist, huh?
No. Well, that's a fucking
This is just
story.
some bullshit until I get my new one.
Oh,
Yeah, but
man.
ask him what I told him. I told him, I said, man, he doing too much. So man, he want to know. He want to know. I said, man, you don't need to wear that shit when you're going out in the club and all that bullshit. Hey, they sniped
somebody
off of-
jacked you, bro?
Oh yeah,
So
Where
I was
were you?
going-
That's
I
what
was,
happened?
I was,
Yeah,
yeah, I was
yeah.
at a club.
grabbed his fucking hand. Didn't even know they fucking swapped it off of him.
I was at a club called Maze, and actually, I started wearing this Fitbit too. And
See, that's the one you
I
should
was-
fucking wear.
I was
You
wearing,
should wear that bullshit.
I was wearing this.
when
I
you
know.
out.
Well, I was wearing this, and then I was wearing my other one just like this, and I had another one, another gold bracelet on that I have, and I looked down, and like I was walking through a crowd, and I just felt like a tug on my arm, like right there.
Right.
And I looked down and I saw the Fitbit. I saw my other bracelet hanging, so I didn't think nothing of it. Like I didn't even think to check my the most expensive one. I didn't check.
Right.
And then 20 minutes later, for some reason, something just felt weird. Like just something didn't feel right. I looked down, and sure enough, it was going. I was like, damn, dude, whoever that was that did that, like they definitely got me.
Nobody's trying to take a Fitbit. That's great.
Right.
That's what I was trying to tell you about when a couple episodes back we had talked about going to Europe and the pickpockets and France
Well, I didn't
and
know-
stuff, and you're
it's-
like,
well,
I
it's-
deck a pickpocket, and I was like, dude, you won't even know it's gone.
Well, it's bad. I didn't know it happens like this down here like that, but like they were telling me, I was talking with the police and all, and like reported it, right? And they were saying, dude, in New Orleans, especially like in the French Quarter area and things like that, they was like they live for that, like that's their jobs.
You ever seen the movie Focus
Yeah,
with Will Smith?
yeah.
and
Actually, a
Margot?
really good movie.
Dude, that's what that's about.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. But
boy.
you see nah, man. Every time I watch that now, I'm just gonna think about that, and that's gonna just piss me off. But you know what? I'm fortunate enough to be able to say I lost a $10,000 bracelet, or somebody stole a $10,000 bracelet. I'm fortunate enough to be able to go out and get another one if I really wanted another one.
Yeah.
But we'll have another one pretty soon. So. It just is a kick in the balls, right?
Yeah, hey, it's a big one, a big kick. But I
So-
mean, at least they didn't stick you up for it.
No.
At least you didn't. You wasn't walking down the street and you got mugged. And
No, because I probably would have lost my life. I'm the type of guy where I'm not letting you steal something like that. They lucky actually that they stole it
Time
the way
out,
they
time
stole
out.
it.
This story is all hearsay. We don't have no evidence
Listen,
of what actually happened.
Listen,
He probably did get his ass whooped, but he's just
No,
telling
no.
somebody to tug his hand.
they
Like,
lucky
I
because
mean,
like honestly, that would have probably if they would have had a gun or something, I probably would have lost my life that night because we were drinking, so I didn't have my gun on me, so I wasn't gonna, you know what I mean?
where was this in New Orleans?
Yeah,
Where is that club? At? Can you
Mazes,
say, can you say that?
Maze.
Yeah.
I mean off what is it off of?
It's canal.
Yeah, off of Canal. Yeah, or no, it's something like that. It's like right off it's not far from the It's not far from. It's probably about a 10-minute drive from La Boca. You know where La Boca and all is at? Probably about a 10-minute drive from there.
Okay. All right. I'm trying to make sure I stay away from there.
Yeah, fuck, or just keep your important jewelry
Yeah.
until you need it, you know.
That's what.
Fuck, you should have. Why didn't you wear that one? That's what I'll tell you. Wear the
I
fake
know, I
bullshit.
don't know.
right
Or
here.
just put that behind the Fitbit.
No, it was just.
Dude, you gotta buy dupes for that kind of thing. It's like when me and my wife.
Well, I had
go
insurance.
overseas,
I had
she
insurance.
buys
Yeah, you wear the
a-
bullshit.
No,
She
well-
buys a fake ring
Oh,
that
you
just
talking
looks
about?
like
Oh, yeah,
a real
duplicates. Duplicate.
one. Yeah.
Well, hopefully the insurance comes through and they pay something out because I filed it and all. But they got some things that's going on with that too because I switched over houses. So now they don't know if the policy transferred over. I don't know, dude. It's all kind of bullshit. So
Well, I hope that works out for you, bro.
me too.
Yeah. You don't
Not
wanna
meaning
lose.
to end it on a bad note or not.
No, but I mean, hey, fuck, 2026 is new beginnings. Guys.
Yeah,
New
we got,
beginnings.
we'll buy 10 of them by the end of the
There,
year.
hey, there we go.
Yeah.
Bounce back. Bounce back.
Is there anything that you want to hit on though before we kind of wrap it up? Because I know it's kind of getting towards that time. You said you had to kind of be out
Yeah,
here for
yeah.
6.
I'm so it's 5:23. So I mean, I guess the
Oh, it's
biggest.
only 5?
Yeah, we got
I'm
some.
reading my watch wrong.
So I guess my biggest thing is just getting the word out to the community about like the type of organization that we run and just realizing like this is the most affordable option from here probably to nowhere. I have a guy that's on the North Shore that I'm partnering with because we started what we call Louisiana Development League. We have a basketball league that we do during the summer that was just all of our kids, but now we're going to start venturing out. But they charge upwards of $170 to $180 a month for training like once or twice a week, right? They get exactly what they're getting for either like as far as our prices, we have a $75 a month, we have a $100 a month, and then a $150 a month.
That's
But
actually crazy.
I know it's very crazy.
That's crazy prices because like you just said, I know somebody that does it and they charge $60 an hour and usually they do like 2-hour sessions twice a week.
Exactly. So our sessions come out somewhere around $12.50 a session, which is like very, very cheap. I'm not going below that. Never going below that, but I
Yeah.
think that's a nice base level price that if a parent says, hey, like, I want to invest in my kid, I think you can do it. I can do that.
Well, but because of that, do y'all not have to like do multiple kids at the same time and not really have one-on-ones? Or is there another type of deal that y'all offer where they could pay a little bit more to have a one-on-one?
Right, yeah. So we do group and private training.
Okay.
Most of our kids do group training, private training, especially for the basketball side. So I played professional ball, I played overseas, and I played college. So I'm not going down on that pricing. Like for me to spend an hour out of my day, and it's not me being a jerk or anything, but
No, that's
we're
what
getting
you-
one-on-one
paying
with a
what you're
professional
worth.
player. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You know your worth.
yeah,
And-
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because you could
you
take
know?
that time, and that could have been time you did a class with multiple kids at once and
Exactly.
made more. So they're
Exactly.
reserving what could have been multiple kids.
Right.
That's where the price comes in.
So
You
I,
focusing on that one kid. And
Exactly. So we have two structures that parents can get into the gym on. We have a credit-based system and our subscription-based system. Our subscription-based system is the one I literally just said. So that's the one for 75, 100, or 150. The 150 one, you can come to any session you want anytime during the month, whether that be football, basketball, baseball, softball, whatever. And then there's a credit-based system. The credit-based system, you buy X amount of credits, how many you want. It's starting at 1 for like 35. And after that, it tiers up. But the more credits you buy in bulk, obviously, the cheaper they are. The credit-based system is a little bit more expensive than the subscription-based, but it's a little bit more flexible in the essence that, like, once the month ends, you still have them. With the subscription, you don't get to roll over. You don't get to roll over your session. With the credit-based, you have 6 months to use them. So if you buy 4, you got 6 months to use them, which parents typically do. So,
Right.
But I guess you asked. I guess the biggest thing is I just want the parents to realize like what opportunity is being presented to them, and I don't know how long we're gonna be there because it's literally like a trial. Like the ultimate, or if I'm using verbiage correctly, the omega version of this facility is to open up what I'm calling the Alpha Omega Sportsplex, and it's like what we're doing right now, but on steroids. Like we have our own football teams that can practice on their own football field, and we travel around the country to go play. We can host tournaments, and people come to the Bayou to play tournaments. Like and just be a well-known hub for sports. We're called Sportsman's Paradise. I know that more so has to deal with like fishing and stuff like that, but we have one of the biggest passing camps come here every summer, the Manning Passing Academy. Dude, you know when the Manning Passing Academy is in Thibodaux. You start seeing kids with school shirts you've never seen before, kids from Los Angeles, California, Massachusetts, Wisconsin. I'm like, bro, what school is even like? If it's not South Terrebonne, Ellender, Vanderbilt. Like, you know when a kid is not from here. Like, and there's thousands of kids that come here for that. So it's just being a conglomerate for an entity like that and being able to service high quality training at a high quality facility. That's kind of what I'm wanting.
Actually, I didn't even think about that. Honestly, I mean, obviously I've been going. We video Manning Passing Academy this year, but we involved with Nichols very, very heavily. We do a lot with them. I just never even thought about like how many kids come from other places to come to Manning Passing Academy.
Yeah.
Like I always thought, like, damn, dude, we got a lot of kids around here that wasn't interested in the sport. Like, I don't know why. I never really connected the dots.
LA just to go.
That's crazy.
Big a deal.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was like that.
Yeah, and that's just
And
for
we-
one position, quarterbacks. I mean, wide receivers too. Wide receivers go out there, but that's literally just it. Like,
That is crazy.
it's not for
Yeah.
the running backs or DBs. It's
No.
two positions.
Yeah.
That's it. So, and just think about how many other positions and disciplines there are in other sports, and if you can grow an organization to just maybe half the size of what the Manning Passing Academy does for all sports, just think about the size facility that you need. I know 25,000 square feet sounds like, shoot, that's a big facility. But for the undertaking that we're trying to do, I don't think it's big enough, if I'm being totally honest with you.
Yeah, eventually, as you keep growing, this thing is gonna.
I
you
don't.
You might
I
need
really don't
multiple
think it's
courts and stuff
exactly.
like that.
I don't think it's big enough. And for my parents that come in, they're super happy for me, and they're super happy for the vision. But I'm just like,
Well, let me ask you this:
Yeah.
You mentioned earlier, we talked about generations and different, time frames where kids, I find kids nowadays got a lot of access to social media and video games and all this other shit.
right.
Do y'all see a more of an increase in kids wanting to play sports or a decrease from like since you've been doing it? Because to me, and I'll let you, I was just curious because I see the kids don't want to do anything nowadays. Like
Right.
we can't even find people to work, much less, wanting to be athletic outside and play just nothing but video games.
All right, so I find the kids are still wanting to play sports because they see their idols on TV and stuff like that, especially the people that they're playing the video game, they see them. So I think where their downfall is just going out and doing things on their own. There's this thing, I tend to make up my own definitions and terms and stuff like that. But I feel like there's this thing called trainer dependence where back in the day, have you ever trained with a personal trainer growing up?
So I was actually an ISSA certified personal trainer. Or
No,
I
but
am.
like when you were a kid, did you have a trainer?
No, I never trained with nobody like that. I never got that serious.
That wasn't a thing for us growing up. But you're 31,
Yeah,
I'm
no, I'm 29.
29, I'm 30. I didn't have a trainer or any
Yeah,
organization.
they didn't.
like-
No, honestly, not. Well, I mean, in PFR we had like our leagues and stuff, and like we honestly
outside
no,
of just recreation ball.
outside of recreation ball, nobody
No.
was offering nothing like that. Honestly.
Right. So what's going on with the kids is they're becoming solely dependent on the trainers for how good they can get, and they're only working in the gym with the trainer when they go there, and that's a problem. Because when we got good at stuff, it was because we was outside sweating all summer, playing, having fun with our buddies, but also still developing at the same time, like learning what not to do. Like there's some things that I have to teach a kid that like you really shouldn't have to teach them if they're playing it as often as they should. Now, I know it's not the safest environment outside, but you got some of these kids that live in the suburbs, bro. You can go outside and play. Got these $2,000 hoops just as shiny as it was at Christmas. Like,
Yeah.
never shot, no nothing on it, and like you just inside playing all day. So I think trainer dependence is a very, very big thing. So to answer your question, they're still playing sports, still wanting to play because they have that dream of being that NBA player, that NFL player, but the work ethic's just not. Because bro, think about it. You're only in the gym for if you're enrolled in our we have our alpha access, omega access, and then all access. The middle one, our omega access, which is most kids are enrolled in, you're only really in the gym 2 hours out of the week, 8 hours out of the month, and that's if you come to all of them. That's not nearly enough. Think about how much time you spend in the gym at Extreme. Like it's not, but it's to literally just give you the instruction, give you the foundation, but you got to go do something with that on your own.
Mhm.
I can't go home with you, like, and then you can only pay so much for private training, so they are still playing, but they're not playing enough on their own.
You got to be disciplined.
Got to build that culture.
Exactly.
Not to
Gotta
mention,
keep up the discipline when no one's looking.
not to
Exactly.
mention private training for a team sport. Like you need that interaction. You can only get so
Exactly.
far working by yourself.
Exactly. And sadly enough, like the parents will pay it. So I ain't complaining, but the kids will only want to do private training. Like I only want to private train.
Yeah,
I
but
only wanna
then
do coach training.
also that doesn't that like almost like throw a cap on that kid because like now there's a certain point. All right, I taught you everything I know.
Right. Exactly. And look, I have to have those conversations. I'll be like, hey, like private training is good, but we have to put this into a live. We have to put this
Yeah, we
into
put-
live play. Like
Yeah,
Mhm.
in real life scenarios.
I'll often say, you can teach me how to shoot a gun all day and shoot a target, but put me in Iraq, I'm a fold. Because
a good point.
I ain't never had no combat action. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's
You-
different shooters. Yeah, when
It's
you're in
way-
live-
it's
live
way different.
combat,
It's way different. I gotta know when to do what you taught me to do, when not to do it, because every scenario is different.
Mhm.
Every scenario is. I learned so much talking from this dude earlier because he was teaching me about the different disciplines and stuff like that, and how based on one guy that you're fighting and another guy might have a different build or a different height, and you would typically do this against this type of guy, but because this guy has longer arms and longer legs, a little bit taller than you, would have to do something different. Like everything is different, and it's hard for kids to see that in a private training because I can't be every scenario. Like I
Right.
could hold a cone,
Yeah, I'm about to say, yeah.
I could
hold
be,
them-
you know,
hold
I
them
could stand on
pads.
top of something
Yeah.
and be Victor Wembanyama or something like that, but I can't duplicate all those scenarios.
Well,
in that session.
yeah, because just because they can learn to do good when a former college athlete is passing the ball, how are you going to do when it's another kid your age who's not as good
Mhm.
as the former college athlete? You know, that ball is going to come at you different.
Exactly.
I almost like wanted to think whenever you said that, like shooting in Iraq or whatever. I was thinking whenever me and Duncan went shoot. Now, like, and then like if you go compared to that, if you like go into like a deer stand or something, like your adrenaline is pumping.
That's
right
even
there.
that's even
Oh, yeah.
different.
Oh,
huh?
when you go to shoot a deer,
like me and Duncan, we went shooter. We talked about it a few podcasts a while ago, but like I can hit a freaking target from anywhere with anything, dude. I took a pistol that didn't even have a sight on it, and I hit that target from 50 yards out on my second shot.
And I know he
It-
brags a lot, but he's being for real on that.
Like,
it was
so,
impressive.
Like you give me a gun, I'm hitting a target, don't matter what distance.
That
We go
is
1,000
impressive.
yards out, I'm gonna hit that. Like I got long range guns I shoot.
Uh-huh.
So, but whenever a deer comes out, now believe it or not, I have never missed a deer. I only killed one deer. I only saw one
Oh,
deer.
he said, I'm 100%.
It's I'm 100%. I got 100% KD right now, you know. But I don't know. It just whenever I did see that deer though, it was nothing like me and him. Just like, hey Duncan, check this out. You want to see something cool?
Mhm.
And I was just like,
He's sitting there.
Bah,
Oh yeah,
bah.
you start
Yeah.
shooting.
Well, no, I like, want to see something cool? Do that, whatever. And then
Right.
we on the way. And there says my gun. Oh, you could count to 10, my buddy. I'm like, no, do not count to 10, bro. I'm like, I'm ready to shoot now. This
Uh-huh.
dude's trying to count to 10, 9. I'm like, no. So he gets like halfway down. I'm like, he's like, all right, no, I gotta restart, dude. I was like, nope. He said, he said, I'm gonna go from 3 this time. He said 3 on 2. I did. Bah! But I took that deer down, and then he got mad because he missed his, and he was like, you shot too early. I was like, I wasn't waiting no more. bro.
Right,
I wasn't waiting
right.
no more.
Nah, I mean, it's a pressure aspect. It's hard to duplicate pressure in the elements that you would face versus you just chilling with a buddy. Like when you're shooting in the gym, you could probably be the best shooter ever. You feel like Steph Curry because there's no pressure. But when you got stuff to lose on the line, like when that deer, if you miss that deer, you're probably not gonna see another one for the rest of the day.
Mhm.
How long had y'all been sitting in a stand before you
Oh,
saw?
I'll just put it in aspects like this. I've been hunting 13 years of my life, and this was the first deer that I ever seen while with a gun in my hand for me to be able to shoot it. Like, because like other times and other situations, it wasn't either the right size deer.
Right.
It was something I didn't want to kill or wasn't ready
Right.
to kill, or we just simply didn't see nothing. We always hunted on like either public and private land, but we never hunted no fences, right?
Mm-hmm.
So everything is completely wild that I hunted. So I hunted for 13 years,
Cool.
deer hunted
Crazy.
before I killed my first deer. I killed at 21.
That's pressure.
Yeah.
That's literally pressure. If
But-
you miss, like you may not see that again for another 13 years.
Oh yeah, that was the first shot that I took too, like with a gun in my hand in the woods, and I was honestly like, All right, I'm pretty pumped up. I've never been deer hunting back again since.
So
But I like that too.
To equate that, that's like if I have a kid in a private training and they're just shooting, they're knocking down shots, like, and then they get to a game, you have a championship or the game that gets a championship on the line, you got to knock down a free throw. You've done that hundreds and millions of times in a training, but all of a sudden, this same shot that you shot hundreds of times, you're just kind of like, doo-doo.
Did you do the free throw competitions whenever you were younger as a
Heck
kid?
yeah.
All right, so
Heck
we probably,
yeah.
how old you are?
I'm 31.
You 31? You're only
Yeah.
2 years older than me, or probably like a year older than
You talking about elks?
Huh?
What, the elk shooting competitions?
Well, I was in CBA in Pierre Bar, but I had to come to Houma. We used to come to Houma to shoot.
Yeah, yeah.
So I did, it was state over here, I believe.
Okay.
And I ended up losing out in this round in state. But back at the home gym, I shot, I think it was 25 for 25.
What?
Yeah, and then I came back over here and only shot like 14 for 25. No, it's
25. So everybody shoots 25.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm a basketball player and I only made 18 out of 25 and I lost.
I shot 25 for 25 in Pierre Park, but I had no pressure on me. I was playing with kids I was shooting against kids that I always was around.
Yeah.
Like it was like I was just in my home gym. Floop, floop, floop.
Right.
Do I come to Houma?
What was it at Bayou Black?
Dude, I was like 12 or 13. I couldn't be real. It was in a home. I remember Houma being the destination that we had to come, and that's where state was held that year.
That's crazy. I literally was talking to one of my players last night. She was like, "Coach, I'm in a shooting competition." I was like, I was in that same one, bro. I have never experienced so much pressure in my life.
Oh yeah, it was crazy. Like just even going from that level to that level though, just because you go there and like now all of a sudden you see kids that's your age, but they all bigger than you, and they all cause we small from where we from. Like we're not the biggest kids on the block.
Yeah.
Well, how tall are you?
I'm 6 foot.
Oh really? I didn't even realize you were that tall.
Yeah, I'm 6 foot.
Would you play ball? Would you use a point guard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
6 foot is short.
That's what I feel. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, bro, all my teammates, like, if I was having a conversation,
yeah. Well, that's how I felt whenever I talked to Siobhan.
Yeah,
I woke
Siobhan's
up.
like 6'8".
I don't realize. Siobhan was my neighbor for like a couple years, and like I never realized, but like every time like I woke up, I'd be like, "Yeah, dog, like, what's up?"
Yeah, Siobhan's a big dude. But yeah, bro, that's pretty much all I have about Alpha Omega, man. I just want people to realize the opportunity that's been presented to Louisiana, but more so to Tri-Parish. So yeah.
Do y'all?
You said you do the whole sports training, but do y'all do conditioning too? I don't know if you might have said that. Do y'all do like lifting, like the kids like lifting?
Yeah, so
weights and stuff
with
like that?
within those packages and those credits, they're universal. So you don't buy just like football credits or like basketball. It's universal. So whatever you buy, you can access anything. And then I'll find like some basketball players will enroll in our speed and strength program. Leighton was supposed
That's
to.
what that was. Literally was about.
Well,
So
no,
is that how is Leighton involved with y'all?
Correct.
I didn't know if
kinda
y'all had
does
like a
that?
specific like weights and conditioning trainer versus like the athletic trainer.
Right. So our weights and conditioning guy is Leighton.
Oh, there you go.
So
You
shout
have to hit
out-
up.
Shout
Shout out
out
to
Leighton.
Leighton. And the reason I brought that up is
He was supposed to be here today.
well, no, my point is Nick's gonna need some weights and
Oh
conditioning
Lord, here we
training.
go.
Because we got a little competition coming up that
Uh-oh.
we're fixing that now. Oh yeah, it's about to be. Like, he want to talk that shit. He want to say that.
I don't want to talk.
No,
this
he
shit.
did. He want to talk the shit. He want to talk about. Oh yeah, I'm about to hit the gym. I'm about to get really healthy.
And you got a gym downstairs now.
Yeah, hold up. But I'm gonna tell you. Hey, what was your lunch yesterday?
Because we're trying to wait. I'm literally
No,
That's
we're trying
not answer
to.
the
We're
question.
trying
No,
to.
I
No,
asked
it
the
doesn't
question.
matter. No,
Ask him what he ate for lunch yesterday.
the reason that my lunch was what it was yesterday because I'm trying to get as heavy as possible
Shut the fuck.
so I can
Said
beat
no
him.
one ever, bro.
So I can beat
Said
him.
no one
He's
ever.
dirty. It's called dirty bulking.
That listen, that's
No,
okay.
I'm literally trying to get heavy right now so I can beat him.
Yeah,
Dude,
he's
he's like
trying to
shit.
dirty bulk.
Dude, he's like shit. Let's just be honest.
That
He's
sounds like
shit.
cheating to me.
No, it's
No, it's
not.
not cheating.
It's not cheating because he weighs way more and
Okay,
he's gonna be able to
whoa,
lose way
whoa,
more.
bro.
You go.
Whoa,
I'm just throwing
whoa.
out
I thought
facts.
you
Oh,
I
so
mean,
it's a weight loss competition.
it's a
Whoever
body
loses
mass-
the
Well, no,
most.
goddamn.
Yeah, it's a body mass index. So think about it like this.
Why we
If
gotta
he
put
lo-
3 ways? That was too many ways. That was like you could have said way more, not way more.
You
Fuck,
know
bro.
what I mean? So listen. So look, if
know what?
I have to
To the guy that stole his bracelet, good for you. Fuck Nick. That's what I was gotta say.
listen. I have to lose double, not even double. I have to lose at
I
least.
thought it was percentage based.
It is,
is.
but
So if it's
So
percentage,
you don't have to lose double. It goes by your body percentage, bro.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. For me to go and only lose 30 pounds, my percentage is not gonna be nearly the percentage difference of yours going if you lose 60 to 70. What are we talking about here?
Hold on, man. You said dude shit. Oh man, look, hold on. They about to clown the fuck
Hey,
out you
look,
on this thing.
I'm a guest. So I'm gonna let
No,
you
no,
handle it.
explain it, cause I'm like,
No,
got-
get him.
We got a
You're
professional
trainer.
here.
you're
Yeah.
To tell you how wrong you are.
yeah,
my
well,
God,
no,
bro.
tell me. I'm thinking like this, like,
So I'm gonna say this: him losing 60 pounds and you losing 60 pounds.
no, I'm not gonna be able to lose 60. I can only lose 30.
Okay, so if you lose 30 and he loses 30,
No, he can lose 60.
okay, I'm just saying.
But listen,
Okay.
it don't matter what the
Okay,
fuck I
okay,
lose.
okay.
If y'all both lose the same amount, it's not the same percentage because it all depends on what you started with. So if I lost 30% body weight and he lost 30% body weight, that's equal. But if you lose it in pounds, that's different.
So how you think would be the most fair way to go
He
about
just
this?
told you.
is?
By percent.
By percentage.
By
If y'all
percentage,
both
yeah.
lose 30 pounds, you've lost more percentage-wise than him.
Correct.
So I actually have a, I
Yeah,
have a
man.
chance.
Yeah,
You
you
have
don't
a
have to-
shot.
Yeah, I thought I had to lose double
No,
in order to
man.
compete.
No, he
No.
would have to lose double. Well, not double. He's not that much heavier, but he'd have to lose a higher amount than you.
That's the reason why they do it by percentage and not weight.
Yeah,
To
because
make
if
it
it was by
easy.
pounds, I get you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm way, way, way heavier.
He gonna walk in the office and feed 5 4
No, this motherfucker, hey, go get Danny's fried chicken every fucking day.
I don't get everything.
I get bullshit.
That might
He
actually
gets
that
Panda
might
Express sometimes.
Boy, yes, indeed.
Oh, but wait, we didn't. So check this out. This is kind of still in the works, but this is how we're gonna play this. So we're gonna go. We're starting. We gotta go. When we're gonna weigh in, we gotta figure this out. Anyway, we're gonna get measured. Yeah. So anyway, sometime in the next week or so, we're gonna get weighed in.
Mhm.
We're going 6 months.
Okay.
Loser has got to get the other. Now we're gonna find somebody that can get us up a henna tattoo. We're gonna do henna. I'm not getting real shit. I ain't about to put his shit on my. He ain't getting my shit on his fucking.
I don't like where this is going.
So yeah, it's gonna be whoever loses got to get the other person's henna tattoo on their of their logo on their chest.
It ain't that bad.
Yeah, that's
No,
not
it ain't
bad.
terrible.
We probably come up like once I'm a little bit more confident, about 2 or 3 months in, we might throw a little bit of money down on the line.
Yeah,
say,
I wanted to put up money first, but he was like, "Well, I don't know about that."
Well, because I was
Now-
thinking,
I'm not so
now,
fighting the
no,
loser.
now he don't, because now he's down a bracelet, so now he fucking.
Yeah, now I'm kind of, yeah, now no.
I'm not still fighting the loser.
Huh?
I'm not still fighting the loser.
That would be something.
Oh yeah, we could do
Oh,
that too.
on the
Still.
blood. Oh
We
shoot!
could do that too. Still.
Dang.
I don't know about all that. Fuck.
He said, nah, let's just
Y'all
keep it.
came up
I'm
with
gonna
the
tell you right
idea,
now,
not
I'm
me.
fighting
Where it
dirty.
is.
Don't get fucking here, like I'm fuck. Hey.
Well, shoot. It's 5:45. Let's get let everybody know where they can find you, how they can get in touch, like find y'all contact information, where they can sign up,
Social media
website,
handles.
social media handles,
Yeah.
all of the good
So
stuff.
I'll go slow. So we're
Look,
located.
and if
oh,
you want
okay.
to talk to the people,
Yeah, for sure. So we're located on 2160 Grand Caillou Road in Houma, Louisiana. If you know where Grand Caillou Middle is, we're right across the street from them. You could contact us through a submission form on our website. That's alphaomegatraining.com. If you scroll all the way to the bottom of the homepage, you can shoot us an email, and I usually respond within a day or two. All of our trainings and everything are booked online, so you can look and see what's available and kind of tailor it to your schedule. And our social media handles, our first one is Facebook. That one's just called Alpha Omega Training. Our Instagram one is train_Alpha Omega. And on TikTok, I just have my personal account on TikTok, and that's Nate Frye. So if you want to reach out to me on any of those platforms, feel free to shoot me a message. Our email is alphaomega22.13@yahoo.com if you want to shoot me an email.
well, there you go. We appreciate you having you, and before you go too, we gotta let you try one of these
Dude,
packs.
I
of,
was looking
Yeah,
at this,
it's,
bro. I can grab one?
Yeah, grab one
go
right
on.
now. So I'll actually explain to you what it is real quick before we end it. So that's our boy Brody Falgu. I don't know if you know Brody.
No, no.
Brody, you might know him as Brody Shreds. He's a big workout guy online that does like the office kits kind of. But that's
I do know who that is.
yeah. He's
I
from
didn't know that. I didn't know his name was Brody
Right,
Falvey.
right. So this is actually his brand and his new product, and I like to basically call it nature's Adderall, right? Like it literally is like all natural ingredients,
And
and
have me turned in
Oh,
myself.
oh yeah,
I'm
it's
finna
great.
be-
It's great.
It feel,
Hey,
no, if you feel good
chill.
and it's
Yeah.
chill.
It's not like a jittery type feeling.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
not a jittery.
Like, see, I didn't get the. I felt good, but It mellowed me out, honestly.
Yeah.
I was chill.
And
Yeah.
it does a lot.
It's less than like a Red Bull or energy drink. It's
Yeah.
nowhere near like that.
Yeah, it's only
Nice.
50 milligrams of caffeine.
So do you eat all of them at the
You
same
can.
time?
You can.
Well, I
You
mean,
can.
you can eat one.
It's
I mean,
only
don't
50.
choke on
It's 50
them.
milligrams of caffeine. So I mean,
In the entire pack.
in the entire
Yeah.
pack.
Gotcha.
So it's
I'm gonna
it's
eat
mild.
the whole thing.
Yeah.
He eats a
Yeah.
half of one.
No, I don't.
No, I'm just kidding.
I eat the whole pack every time.
Oh, these are tasty too.
Oh, no, they're good.
That's
dude,
the
they're
big
so
thing for
good.
me is that they taste good.
Like you gonna want,
Damn.
you want to keep on eating them, so that's why they might be dangerous.
you
know what I mean?
Eat 30 of them.
Like don't leave them around any of your kids at the shop or nothing.
Getting
You know.
wired up. Everybody's like,
Everybody else.
Look at in like little lightning bolts. That's kind of crazy. I like that.
Yeah, yeah.
it's-
Bro, shout out to Brody, man. These are
yeah,
tough.
no, they good.
Yeah, we
These
got
are
to let
tough,
them
bro.
know
Mhm.
that we just shout them out at the end. So
Awesome. Well, thank you.
absolutely, bro. Appreciate you coming on.
Absolutely.